As we find this passage upon us this morning, as we're looking at it and beginning to understand what it means to have the kind of prayer life that helps you even in the lowest of lows and the darkest valleys of life, I think there's a few things we need to understand from this passage. The first thing I think we understand is this, that prayer develops our character. Prayer develops our character. Here's what we got to remember. Daniel didn't grow up necessarily in Babylon. He was from Jerusalem, right? His whole plan was to serve the one and only true God, the one and only true king. But King Nebuchadnezzar came around and he defeated all of Jerusalem. And in doing so, he destroyed the temple. He destroyed everything there in the city. And he brought the best of the best 1,000 miles away into Babylon. And once he had them there in Babylon, here's what he wanted. He goes, I want to take these guys who are the best of the best in Jerusalem, and I want to convert them over to our ways. I want to teach them our culture. I want them to understand our culture. I want to teach them our language. I want to give them Babylonian names. I want them to change who they are so that once and for all we can wipe out this God who claims to be God. That was King Nebuchadnezzar's plan. And so when Daniel first goes to Babylon, he is a teenager at this time. But by the time we're reading this, we need to understand that Daniel is now in his 80s. Daniel has been now 70 years, if you will, in this area in Babylon. But can I tell you something? For 70 years, the key to Daniel's life was consistency. For 70 years, the key to his life was consistent prayer life. He knew who he was. He knew who his God was. And 3 times a day, he would go before his God and that he would cry out to him. He would pour out his heart to him. Let me ask you a question. If for 80 years of your life, 3 times a day, you went before King of Kings, let me ask you something. Do you not think that would develop your character? If some 90,000 prayers were offered by this man, it's like, listen, God, I can't do this without you. I'm in desperate need of you, and I need you in every area of my life.